Congratulations on killing Hitler. Your timeline remains unchanged. Auto-return protocol initiated. Returning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me.
Any problems taking out those Nazis? Let me see how you killed Hitler.
Pleasure was all mine.
Holy shit! No one's ever murdered Hitler like that before. How did you get him to wear a dress? I don't think anyone's going to top that one. I'm calling it. This round's over. Here's your prize money. You should consider joining the next round in a few weeks. We're doing a Genghis Khan challenge. That's gonna massively fuck with someone's timeline.
I know I can be an asshole sometimes.
Sweet.
I just wanted to let you know that it's just because I love being an asshole. Good talk. I'm surprised. As no one's tried to start making movies again. I should make a movie. All I'd need is 2 girls and 1 cup. Why the cup, you may ask? Well, so I can... drink coffee while getting head, obviously. What the fuck were you thinking?
Hey, what is it? That's it.
7 dead hookers outside in the alley provided with birthday. You can help me with this. I'm kidding. Let's arrive next week.
So, you know...
Hey.
Where to? So, you know, going over it in my head, that whole conversation we had where I pretty much said you were my only friend, does that sound nuts?
No. It was nice to hear.
You just always know what to say, don't you? It's just been a long time since I've had someone like you in my life. Hell, might be I never did. I just wanted to say thanks. I really don't think I could ask for a better friend.
It sounds to me like you're interested in becoming more than just friends.
Oh, Blue, I just don't know if I have room in my life for romance right now. Maybe for now we just stay friends. See where things go. Now, what do you say we get moving?
Any luck tracking down that dodo bat?
Any news around town?
One of those Brotherhood whirlybirds buzzed us. Seemed to be scouting out the place.
What's on your mind?
Good scavenging and busted robots if you know what you're doing.
Never mind, actually.
All right, then.
How could... something this beautiful exist in such a fucked up world?
I wonder why radiation gives me a tan. Remind me to ask Lorenzo. Hey, something's out there.
flew out of line.
What was that?
Allocating additional power to the sensors. The hostile will be detected and eliminated.
I can wait up, Jason. Playing games and come out where I can see it. What was that? Hold up. My leg!
Someone
It's
or something.
so sexy. It's also bleeding. A lot.
You bitch.
Done for now, eh? for now. We're not in any rush to go, are we?
Hi.
Welcome back. I see you got the bat. Any trouble finding it?
It was a cakewalk. No problem at all.
Nice work. As promised, there's a sledgehammer you wanted. Also, you can keep the dildo bat. I only needed it for the map.
Hey, this better be worth it.
Oh, sure. Make me carry more of your junk.
Heads up.
Need something?
Heads up.
What you need? Need.
Hi.
You should consider joining the next round in a few weeks. We're doing a Genghis Khan challenge.
Hey there.
Hey, sexy bees.
What kinds of things do you sell?
Almost anything and everything I could get my hands on. Rare artifacts, slutty outfits, you name it.
Just looking to trade a little.
Take a look.
Look alive.
What? Point out what you need and I'll get right on it.
Excuse me.
Hey, 60 piece.
Just looking to trade a little.
Take a look. Hey, 60 piece.
Just looking to trade a little.
Take a look.
Hey, look who's back. Any problems retrieving the sledgehammer?
I could use a stiff drink after all that.
All right. Looks like it's mojito time. Here's a keycard to access the bunker. Have a look around, make yourself at home. Feel free to use the supplies in the workbenches. If you want a little more history about our order, you can check out the terminals in our research library.
It's not everything we expected, but we're willing to work hard to make this a home we can be proud of.
Welcome to our headquarters. I'm Jesse. Pleasure to meet you.
I found the remains of some Brotherhood soldiers. East of here, near Malden. Can you tell me about them?
That was likely Recon Squad Artemis. In 2284, about a year after our group left DC Brotherhood, Elder Maxon sent a 7-person recon team to the Commonwealth led by Paladin Brandis. The official purpose of the mission was to gather information and technology from the Commonwealth, but unofficially, they were also here to search for us. Our group didn't leave the Brotherhood of Steel on the best of terms. When our intel uncovered that a recon team had been sent after us, we had a choice. We could try to turn Paladin Brandis and his recon team over to our side, or we could ensure that his mission to the Commonwealth failed. We knew Brandis would be loyal to Maxon's way of thinking, so the safest course of action was to sabotage his team's mission. We weren't about to fight Brandis directly, so we tipped off some gunners about the presence of his recon team. Not her proudest moment, but it was one way to ensure our survival given Maxon's agenda.
Why did you leave the Brotherhood in the first place?
That's a complicated question. The short of it is that 4 years ago, Arthur Maxon, who was only 16 years old at the time, was appointed Elder of the DC Brotherhood. Maxon was a puppet who had the right last name and agreed to follow the traditional policy of the West Coast Brotherhood. His appointment as Elder primarily served to reintegrate the group known as the Brotherhood Outcasts. Within a couple of months, the Brotherhood's power armor colors changed from the traditional silver and blue over to the black and red colors the Brotherhood Outcasts wore. Then the flag changed, and officially the mission of the DC Brotherhood became solely to acquire and preserve pre-war tech. No more helping the community. This wasn't reintegration, it was a coup. Those of us loyal to the philosophy of Owen Lyons had become the minority. We were the outcasts now. So we waited for the right moment, gathered what technology we could, and using intel that Finley had gathered on his recon mission from 3 years earlier, headed for the Boston Commonwealth.
The Brotherhood has sent recon teams to the Commonwealth before, right?
Yes, Finley, who you've already met, led the first Brotherhood recon team into the Commonwealth in 2280. The intel that Finley obtained during that first recon mission was essential to our group's relocation to the Commonwealth in 2283.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Sure, go ahead.
Nice to meet a friendly face.
Great. I'm the head scribe here. What would you like to know?
Can I ask you some questions?
What would you like to know?
What exactly is your mission here?
When we made the trip here from the DC wasteland, we had to leave behind most of the Brotherhood technology we had access to. One of our primary goals was still to acquire and further develop advanced technology. But our first order of business in the Commonwealth was establishing a secure base of operations. To support ourselves, we've primarily been doing security work for Fusion City. That's how we got access to the food processors, reactors, and some of the other tech around here. We'd love to get our hands on their teleportation technology, but they're not willing to share that.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the head scribe here, responsible for weapons research, analyzing historical documents, and formulating strategy. I was raised by the Brotherhood of Steel in the DC wasteland. I believed in its mission to help the community, and was heartbroken when that started to change. So I left with Finley and the others after Maxon took over. Been calling the Commonwealth home ever since. Feel free to browse the terminals in the library if you want more information on our group's history.
Do you often extend invitations to join?
Not very often. We had to keep a low profile when recruiting given our history with the Brotherhood of Steel. But our goal is to expand our ranks. We don't want to end up like Enclave did, ultimately losing all their people because they refused to accept outsiders.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Sure, go ahead.
What do you need help with?
Word is, we could use someone with your combat and tracking skills. So let me ask you something. What do you know about the Gunners?
Not a problem. Gunners are just raiders with better armor.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it. We've been doing recon on the Gunners, trying to understand how they got access to Vertibird's power armor and plasma weapons. As far as we know, only the Enclave and the Brotherhood of Steel historically had access to that kind of advanced equipment and weaponry. We don't know how the Gunners can afford all these high-tech gadgets just from doing mercenary work. The Commonwealth is dirt poor, and the major settlements have their own security forces, so who's paying the Gunners? We also can't figure out why the Gunners sacked Quincy, a major trading hub, and then shut it down? If they didn't want to control trade through the city, what was the point of taking it? And more importantly, what's keeping the Gunners from capturing the other major hubs like Diamond City? So we've been mapping out their bases trying to figure out where their real HQ is. We recently tracked some Gunner soldiers to a suspicious-looking bunker on the southern part of Lake Kakatue. We suspect the Gunners' true leadership may be stationed there. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to infiltrate the base and retrieve any intel you can on what the Gunners are up to and who's funding them. It's a high-risk mission, but it could provide the break we've been looking for. Are you on board?
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Great. I'll mark the location on the map. The bunker is well guarded, so you'll want to take some backup with you. Talk to Ash before you head out. He's a good soldier to have along on a mission like this.
Don't expect anyone will bother us in here. Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot and leaves that memorable ozone smell behind. Look alive.
This is my favorite part of the job. Is this a psycho flashback? Or is this real? Sure. Just keep your shirt on.
Hey.
Yeah? What's yours is mine.
Let me know if there's
Right,
anything
darling.
I can do to lighten the load, or, you know, if you need anything proofread. Huh?
Wow, that doesn't look half bad.